what's going on? It's Matt. It is kind of a nice day in Northern California. That barking dog is probably going to bark all day, but today I thought would be a great day to do a follow-up and an actually used gear review of the Feelfree Lure 11.5 that I've had for almost 2 years now. Just on wear and tear and really kind of what has gone wrong with the kayak, what I really fell in love with, and what I would change. So this will be kind of an overview and a walkthrough of the kayak again as a whole. Let's just jump right into the kayak. Now, you guys have seen this before. Obviously, there's been tons of reviews on this kayak. This really is to kind of point out what I've done differently for 2018, what I've added, and just give a real brief overview of what I like and dislike. So, to start off, this kayak has held up very, very well. The plastic on it is extremely thick, and at this time I really have had no cracks in the hull, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've actually dropped this, not purposely, but off the roof of my car 2 times, and it is slammed to the ground because obviously I car top the kayak. So first things first, about things that I will change. This rudder system, the rudder is really crucial, right? So, you know, you want the rudder, you really want that ability to kind of have that extra tracking, specifically with the 11.5. The one thing that I really wish they would do is have the rudder fold all the way back down, because if you car top the kayak like I do, what ends up happening is I have to remove this every single time because I don't want to scrape it and I don't want to ruin the rudder system. We'll move back towards where the black pack is. Now, I'm not going to go through the contents of my black pack, but one of the things that I've added this year is this Kayak Mighty Mount XL, and this holds the rear camera, and it's held there with a Kayak dog bone with an extender on it. So these things are absolutely fantastic. If you don't have one, you know, if you didn't have tracks on your kayak already, I suggest getting those specifically. They drill in real nice and they are super strong. You know, net obviously and everything like that. I'm not going to do kind of an overview, but more or less what I really like. Now, talking about things that have gone wrong with the kayak still, or what I would change. I don't know how well you can see this, but see these right here? This whole strap on both sides has come off 3 or 4 times. Feelfree's really good. When the first time that it happened, they actually sent me 6 replacement straps. It might be a common thing, but if you own one of these kayaks, tighten these down from time to time. The actual screws, they get loose probably just from moving around. One more thing that I probably would change about the kayak is the rudder system, the pedals. The pedals feel really flimsy now. And I don't know if that's just me and putting a lot of wear and tear on them, but it just seems to me that they could be better constructed. Now look, I'm not asking for like metal pedals or anything like that, but at the end of the day, these things, they have too much give, in my opinion. You can actually see that right there, what I'm doing with my hand. All right, what else? Well, you know, the kayak, like I said, has held up really well. I'm really impressed by the actual like construction of the boat and how the plastic is held up. Like, I'm a big guy and I do stand on this thing now, and when I do stand on it, I feel very stable. It's that secondary stability that really makes this kayak shine. One more thing too that I will say, and obviously this is just kind of going haphazardly around the boat, the Feelfree paddle has held up better than I would have ever expected. And I put that thing on rocks and I throw it around, and that's pretty much it. Now, going up to another Mighty Mount, this right here actually holds the front GoPro. This just mounts right into the kayak, so it's extremely stable. That is a Mighty Mount. It's a Mighty Mount by Kayak. That's another addition that I've done. Now, I mentioned, if you'd watched the live stream, I told you that I was doing a couple things to the kayak. One of them was getting a new fish finder. This obviously is the old Hook 4 GPS. The new fish finder comes in this week. I'm really excited to have that on there. So this kayak, you know, I made a video a while back about this kayak having issues and my gripes about it, and those gripes are still there, and I'll put a link above to the actual video that I'm talking about. But all in all, I am rediscovering why I love this kayak. It's the open deck space, it is the stability, and it is just the actual fishing platform of the kayak. It's a fishing kayak, and it's one of the best on the market. So if you're looking for one and you're in Northern California, go down to Headwaters, talk to Dan, he'll get you in one. And this is also probably a good time too to mention why, when I do get into a pedal, on why I'm not going to get a Feelfree pedal drive. So the Feelfree pedal drive is something that I'm not really impressed with, and I think that they did a really horrible job with the steering system specifically. I'm sure the actual drive is absolutely fantastic, but at the end of the day, the steering system looks sloppy, and there's some things that I saw at the ISE show that really had me worried on the longevity of that particular steering system. Feelfree made this kayak, and when they made this kayak and they put the sonar pod in, they knew what they were doing. They were making a kayak that could be retrofitted to a pedal drive when they launched it. It was a smart idea, but it lacks the cleanliness and it lacks the actual build around it. So I've heard a lot of people hearing problems with the actual overdrive not being shimmed properly, and you kind of lose that balance. So thanks for watching these things. I think this video might be more for me. It might be for me to just be like, you know what, I really do love this kayak, and really I don't need a pedal kayak right now, because like I said in the live stream, I'm not getting a new car anytime soon because I want my dog around for a real long time. Hey, thanks for watching these things. Give this one a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.